Hello friends, my name is Jocelyn. Of course you know this because my channel is called Jocelyn's Twilight Years, which kind of gives the game away a bit, doesn't it? Welcome to my channel in which I unwrap the business of being a model, especially a rather old one. Now, being an old model means that I've been in this business a long time, and so in that time I've had a lot of opportunities to observe the way in which models are treated by photographers and by people who know their models. The thing I want to talk about today is something I'm very likely to rant about. A thing that I observe often, both in photographers and in fans, they kind of assume models' sexuality to be much more malleable, much more accommodating than it really is. Now, I understand, I work in a sexual arena, and so I understand why fans might end up with the idea that we all actually have a kind of sexuality that's endlessly plasticine-like and can be moulded by what the fans want to see. Now, I understand that. I appreciate having fans, and why should they know magically what's in my head and what's in the head of other models? But I do find it a little puzzling. And I assume it's because as a society we are more comfortable with women being gay than men being gay, possibly, because the idea of me engaging in a sex act with a woman, for me, is absolutely unthinkable. If there is such a thing as 100% heterosexual, I am that. All my fantasies have only ever been about men. I can't remember a time when I've ever been attracted to a woman. That's just not happened for me. Yet, people assume I will have a level of comfort with my fellow models that I really do not have. The way in which it's manifested itself most, let me tell you, let me bring you closer so I can tell you this secret. It's bizarre to me, and I'd love to know from non-model women if this happens to them as well. But why is it that photographers so often assume I'll be perfectly happy sharing a bed with a woman? I don't mean as part of a shoot, because for that, of course, it's fine. But for real life, if I'm staying with a photographer or if he's putting me in a hotel, obviously I'm happy to share a room. I totally understand that, like budget-wise, that makes a lot of sense. But why would I be happy to share a bed, especially with a model I've never met before? And yet, that is something that people have tried to make me do, sometimes successfully, sometimes not, throughout my career. I really need at least the privacy of my own bed, somewhere that's mine. I don't sleep very well with strangers right next to me in my bed. And part of that reason is that I know I'm not a very good sharer of beds. I kick people. Sometimes I try to engage them in conversation. Sometimes I do really weird stuff in my sleep. Yes, but who are you? But I don't like hats on dogs. Come on. I just need 3 more. Lemonade. I'll have a lemonade. But he said lip gloss was chargeable. I just wanted my own bed. And I don't want anyone to have to be the victim of that and then have to be polite to me the next morning. So I have generally been quite good at circumnavigating this and not letting it happen to me, because in part I can say I'm 6'2". I hardly fit in a double bed myself. I can't share one with another person. And I find it interesting. Does this happen to you if you're not a model? Or is it the fact that photographers are so used to seeing pictures of models snuggling up together for the camera that they assume that we'll love doing that, like little baby rabbits, at night in hotel rooms? Maybe it's that? I need to know from non-model women whether this happens to you on business trips. I'm guessing if you're a surveyor at a conference, if there's such a thing as conferences for surveyors, would anyone try to make you, oh, well, just share a bed with Lucy? I know you've never met her, but oh, you'll be fine. You'll be working together. You'll want to sleep in the same bed. Extraordinary. So what I would like to say to fans and to photographers, don't do that. If you are tempted to do that, just think about how you'd feel if the situation were reversed and you were being asked to share a bed with a man. Even in the army, they don't make you share a bed. Even at boot camp, I think they let you have your own bunk bed or hammock or something that's yours. Gosh, I've been going on for 10 minutes about this. I'm going to cut this down really radically. So I'm just saying, please, 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 one, don't assume that my sexuality is going to magically transform itself just because of your desires. And please don't make me share a bed. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, because then you'll get little notifications once a month when I put up my video. It doesn't mean anything else. You don't have to pay. It makes actually a huge difference. I didn't realise till I started making content for YouTube how much of a difference it makes to how visible I become when you do that. I will have more knowledge from an aging model next month, possibly earlier than that, because sometimes I just can't help myself, which is why it's so useful to subscribe.